All right, it's Stephen and Andrea. We are about to start our little adventure. You may be able to see this little mining camp behind us up the hill. And we know other YouTubers have been here, so you don't need to remind us of that. And we're also not giving the name of this location, so please be mindful of that.
So this was discovered in 1915, 1916. Prospectors were looking for silver and gold, but in actual fact, tungsten was discovered. So let's take a look. Hey, over here. Look what I found.
What? I don't see anything.
Come on. It's a dugout.
Oh, nice.
I think, looking at it more closely, I think it kind of looks like a ammunition, explosives.
Explosive storage.
Yeah, it's got shelves in, and it's made of stone.
Wow.
There used to be a heater here though, so maybe it was a cabin, a little miner's cabin. So after the first discovery of tungsten, the person that discovered it it got sold to a mining corporation, and they employed around 100 miners back in the 1900s.
Yeah. And from just outside that explosive storage building, you can kind of make out the little layers of the old mining roads.
Yeah, they zigzag up the mountain, and you can see the rock walls that they've put in place. And you think all of that was done by hand.
I know. And it all leads up to that.
So look, another little dugout. I don't think this was for explosives because it's got a wood roof. So maybe a little cabin and it's just all caved in a bit. You've got nails, or maybe just storage.
Yeah. Perhaps also could have been, oh well, maybe the entrance to another,
An adit,
yeah.
I guess, because there's a
Don't-
door.
Don't know if that's fallen down or if it's just, yeah, like you said, just another little
Could be.
cabin, storage shed, tool shed,
Uh,
something or other.
Used to have a door with a latch. And oh, I've just seen something else. Take a look at this.
Check out the ore bins way up top.
Now I wonder if there was a tramway. There was meant to be a tramway built.
Huh. Yeah, that's,
They're way up there.
that is. I think that's out of our league today.
Oh, totally. And to the right, there's a better example of the old road workings with the stone walls.
Yeah. Incredible, the amount of work.
All by hand.
The entrance to the mine, which we're not going to go into. There's signs all outside of it say unsafe mine. And plus, whoops, I've had some strange experiences with a few mines. I know, Richard, we have talked about this in length, about Tommy knockers. And I've had some very strange experiences at the portals of some mines that just didn't sit well with me. So, not going to go into this one. So we've come as far up the canyon as we dare to venture. There's nothing else really beyond this point that we can see. So I guess it's time to start heading back down.
Yeah, let's take a look at that ore bin. So a mill was constructed in the 1930s and water was piped across the valley in 1935, delivering 100 gallons of water per minute. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And the mill operated in 3 shifts, so it didn't stop at all. And then the production ceased in 1938 and it was sold in 1941. But the mining up here did continue up until the 1956-ish.
Right.
And again, all the information I'm spouting out has come from several different websites on the internet, and there was a lot of,
Discrepancies?
that's the word, discrepancies. So I did my best with the research.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't just copy and paste each other like we find out all the time.
That's very true.
So just directly behind this tree is kind of the general area we were. And you can just see in this canyon the size of the waste rock pile.
Yeah, that mill I was talking about used to process 45 to 60 tons of ore every single day. True story.
This is just amazing. And this is just one side. And then below this massive ore bin, you can see right up here, the grizzly in place. There would have been rail going across towards the end. And then more just waste rocks all over. And you can kind of get a sense of how high up we are.
I think we're around 7,000 feet.
Yeah, I don't feel quite as thin or winded, but I am quite winded, so you can tell we're up here higher. Let's get a better look at this bin. And just a sense of scale, those timbers, it's massive.
Whoops.
You okay?
I think my bottom's going to come into play. It's a bit slippery.
Yeah, look out below.
Look at this rock. So I wish Jeff was here, because then he could tell us, or somebody else, what all of these are in the rock. Pretty colours. And some of them, the camera won't pick this up, but you can see it's sparkling too, just very, very slightly. That's pretty neat.
All right, we're down at the next level. You can see they built a little roof section in here. We're not gonna actually walk in here, and we'll tell you why in just a second. You can kind of see the planks there, still the size of the timbers, and there's where the chute comes through. Continues down from the grizzly, and this nice little dog house in here. And underneath of this what did we miss?
I fell on my butt.
Okay. So we're gonna go chase Andrea and show you what's underneath this. There we go. There's the floor. And whoa, that just continues to drop away.
And there's like a huge opening down there.
Yeah,
You wouldn't want to take a tumble.
not at all.
And you can see that bit there where the ore being used to, or the ore chute I should say, would come through. I think that's what that is. That's what it looks like to me.
It does. So, might see if I can walk around the front of this and get a better view from there. Looks like
You
solid
might be
rock
able
in
to
there.
stand here by these beams, but don't go any further because you don't know how unstable that is.
Yeah, let's test this out real quick, see if we can get a better shot. All right, here we go. Inside, just a little ways, you can see it looks like a bit of an incline. That just kind of drops away. So I wonder if there's a portal down on the bottom of the valley, kind of by where we were just looking down earlier.
Well, I wonder if that's the tunnels that I read about.
Well, that could be. So,
Because they talk about tunnels, not mines.
okay, like natural caves?
No, I think they were built manually, but that's where the water was going to go through, because the article I read said that the water was going to be piped through the valley to the tunnels. So didn't say about the mine.
Yeah, well, you know, how some people call them tunnels, even though
I don't know.
you know it's a. But anyways, I guess when we go back down the,
We'll have a
the valley,
look.
we'll see if we can find it.
Let's take a look.
Should I keep recording? See if you slip again.
If I slip on this, I'm going to hurt myself.
Okay. And again, while we're here, just looking up, we'll do a hand and the size of the timbers, and then just the work that went into these, and the massive timbers. It's just always really breathtaking and really interesting to see how this all worked. Okay, I made my way down from up there, the ore bin that we were just exploring is directly up that way. And coming down, look what we found. Let's go take a little look in here. I mean, solidly done. You can see the work in here, massive opening, tunnel. Okay, so it just stops here. You see the ladders going up and a top. No, that just doesn't. So these connect. There you go. Some more of the ore chutes. But then as you can see here, that's it, that's the face. And there's some more, the side of the chute there. That's cool. Got some, looks like old newspaper and things. Plugging some holes up in there. Very nice. And these timbers are in remarkably good shape. God, that looks brand new. So cool. All right, let's continue on. Back down the mountain into, so this is the lower section of the
Lower section
town
of
or
the
mining camp.
Yeah, it's a mining camp. It was never a town. Didn't have a post
No
office.
post office, so no ghost town.
Okay, watch the floor.
Very
Now, I don't
simple.
know whether or not this would have been a cabin or a workshop. Lots of nails hanging up. You've got some lino flooring, which looks pretty good.
Yeah, we got several bits of it. There was electricity in here. There's
2 holes for, oh,
and
3.
a third.
Perhaps they moved them.
Yeah, repurposed the wood maybe to.
There's some newspaper down here, but it's too far gone for me to look.
There's a water pipe in here.
Somebody's, it's been burnt.
Yeah, the land's kind of caved in. That's the road there. So it's kind of caved in on this little structure.
So it had water pipe, had electricity.
Yeah, I see there's insulators through here. The roof is in still relatively very good condition.
It's cute, isn't it?
So in the middle of a rainstorm, you can come in here, get out of the elements.
Okay, look, I keep seeing bits of newspaper, but they're so far gone. There's the cartoon section.
You always find the funnies.
See? But no date. Oh. Union Oil Company of California. And then, oh, that's not a newspaper, is that? That's part of a book. What does that say? I haven't got my cheetahs on. What's the title of that?
The Sarkayan Blade.
Huh. Interesting.
So we've got how many more? 1, 2, 3.
3.
So
Oops.
might find some dates somewhere else.
So second cabin.
This one's leaning a bit.
Actually, this isn't a cabin. This is a shed, a workshop. It's a horse.
Mattress?
Yeah, horsehair mattress. Won't be going in too far here because the floorboards are really bad, and it's got roofing. Oh,
Roof is
look.
kind of holding it in place.
An old boot.
Oh wow,
That's cool, isn't it?
that is. Original New York Seltzer, black cherry soda.
Is there a date on it?
2017.
Hooligans. That one's for you, Sue.
Yep.
Hooligans.
Hooligans up to their old shenanigans again.
And a centre thing.
Oh, look how that's made out of, oh, come on, help me now. Not clay, but, what's that material?
Stoneware.
Terracotta, like terracotta style.
Huh.
Don't see that a lot. So I wonder if this could have been assay office.
Yeah, yeah, could be.
And then that's a cool door that's still in pieces there. But
Got
like I
tons
said,
of windows. 1, 2, those 3, and these 2.
yeah, windows all over. They put modern,
Just mind that piece of wood there.
they put modern 2x4s in to keep it steady, and this is on the ground. But that there is leaning really, really badly. So maybe
There's a
few more
hole in
winters.
there that goes down.
Yeah. Okay. One more up here.
One more.
Here we go, the last cabin. And since there's still stuff up on the walls, people have decided they need to leave
What-
their mark.
What are they called, Sue?
Hooligans.
Hooligans.
Bloody hooligans.
So it looks like another, and all these rocks there, it looks like there's a stone cabin.
Oh, nice.
that was.
It's kind of dug out into the side of the... Is that a dugout or a...
It could be a dugout. I did read that there were dugouts. Unfortunately, it's been burned. And then, of course, obviously, cave in. But it's pretty neat. Again, look at the size of these stones. And this was all done by hand. And I mean, size comparison. It's the remains of an outhouse.
No, yeah, that could have been the remains of the dunny over there. There's some more rocks up there, but that's not the remains of a structure. That's part of the old mining road we were walking underneath. But there is a bunch of just corrugated metal strewn all over.
There's loads of pipes sticking up everywhere.
Yeah, water pipes everywhere, it looks like. Is that a heater right here or a water heater?
A hot water heater.
Hot water heater? This is pretty neat. Oh, it's like a little stove in here. So, heating. What does it look like?
It's not a dunny.
No?
It's, well, unless it was a huge dunny.
Well, it could have been a multiple,
It could have been like a shower house, I guess.
or yeah, with all the water pipes running around.
There's lots of remains of old structures here. I know you said that's part of the old road.
Yep.
But still, the amount of work to do this back in the early 1900s, so early 15, 16, as I said, and then they did all of this by hand.
Yeah. It's incredible. And this was building them a place to stay, not including the hard work it took to actually mine.
And the roads, because all the roads would have been dug by hand.
Yeah, they had to build a whole infrastructure.
And
Just
those
to start
roads
mining.
zigzag literally up through the mountain.
All over. So it looks like the last piece of the puzzle is that ore bin.
Yep.
And shoot, let's get a better look. At the base, not the lowest part of the mill, you can see up top that ore bin we wanted to see. It's leaning pretty significantly.
Yeah, not long for this world.
No,
A couple more snowstorms and I think that might be
it's going to
Down.
tend to start to look more like the mill foundations here, which is still in decent enough shape. You can kind of make out the layout of it. And up there you got part of a little chute coming down. So tungsten,
yeah.
not really sure the process of tungsten. 'Cause you
Prince
got
Albert can.
There's some pieces here that remind me a lot of like the mercury mines we've been to. So I don't know if the process is the same or similar.
Don't know, I mean tungsten, as I said, the person that found this place, they were actually looking for gold and silver and they ended up discovering tungsten. Tungsten became big in the World War and then it dropped and then it became big again. As I said, it was closed down for a while, the mill was closed down for a while. They also had a lot of issues with freezing and snow, so they had to close the mill down. But as far as I know, the last mining was in around 1956.
So there you have it, another mysterious mining camp way up in the mountains of nowhere, Nevada.
Yeah, a tungsten mine. And as we did mention before, several other YouTubers have documented this place, but we haven't. This is the first time we've been here, and different people have different takes on it. Things change over time. I mean, as you can see, the ore bin. That might not even be here the next time a YouTuber comes up. So
Yeah, and like we said, we always like to be thorough with everything, so hopefully we found some things that nobody else has, and just to bring you a different experience.
and on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure. Or if you'd like to support the channel, think about becoming a patron. The link's in the description below. Bye.
Bye.